Diego.
I'm with the kids like Diego.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Kirk Cousins. He's coming off a quality showing last week, well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Vikings and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks...
The Vikings defense working on a 3-game winning streak as they start play. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
And he really played well last week. This whole defense did, as a matter of fact. Anytime you can hold your opponent under 10 points, you've got a great chance to come away with a victory, and that's exactly what they did.
On play action, it's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 74 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run it again with Kamara. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Carr going to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. And they're playing with a lead here in this first quarter as this drive gets underway. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. Against a team coming out of the run, just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball kick.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Julian Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Marcus Davenport. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game.
The Viking defense back out for this next drive. They've had the upper hand so far this first half. On 1st down, Carr. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Olave holds it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this 3rd quarter as this next drive gets underway. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Again, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and count.
The Viking defense back out for this next drive. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. Carr now on 1st down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Daniil Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. That is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing now is Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Davenport. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he...
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one.
Down! 180! 180, we're good!
Carr now on 1st down. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Carr, got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Viking defense back out for this next drive. They'll be looking to get off the field quickly here as this drive begins. First. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They fake the handoff. Now Carr under pressure, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he's going to go down again. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Vikings, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do.
You're rolling now, boys.